Reverend Maria Arvanitidis, and this you're on the Sovereign Light Talk Show, Season 2, live here in Belmont, capital of Belize. What horse are you going to be riding?
Right here.
Oh, this one here. What a beautiful one, baby. Okay. That's Manuel Rodriguez.
One cake and 2 quads. We all make sure to celebrate the birthday out there today. Vodka, the one in the blue label. Words when I want it. You have send it back. Yeah, let's pick up the champion. Let's pick up the winners now. We have Pelican. Pelican's ring there by none other than Carlos Rodriguez. Yeah. Speed there by this house by the name of Pelican. And you guys will be drinking some Pelican later on for sure. So it's just a start. Carlos Rodriguez on board Pelican. Waiting there for those guys, waiting there. We're going to be into the winner circle. Is past the finishing line just to give the crowd a little view of Pelican. The Mexican, I tell you the Mexican. Now we see the Mexican. Pelican right there. 1 second. And there we see. Guys, dedicate the winning jockey on board, representing Kyle, the Rodriguez family. Yeah. Yeah, right. And then we have the cash prize, and the trophy tickets. Now the cash prize, and Minister.
Minister,
Minister, can you get ready to take the picture?
Well, Minister has hype up, can't wait too long.
The power of soul has struck. Long for a long sprint. Let's go to the winning circle. Sun keeps for second and third.
Is that your son, Carlos?
Yes.
Oh, very good.
All right, get ready, Mr. Get ready to give out the first place championship. What are the Russians doing up in the house now? Well, 9. You big jockeys, man.
What's your son's name?
Christopher, Christian, and Dylan.
Oh, very good.
Christian and Dylan.
Yes,
Christian
sir.
and Dylan, and there's the poor dad, winning jockey on board,
Woohoo!
as he picks up another victory. Yeah, inside the winner's circle, we're on top of Mr. Maria, we're taking the picture now for the winning eyes there. Right. So ladies and gentlemen, there we have it. Congratulations. And there we have Ellsworth right there in front of us. Ellsworth there in front of us. Now we're going to be getting together. The winners there, guys. We're going to do this fast. We're going to time frame. Winners come and register really quick so we can get the race together. Winners, get ready. Your race is next.
Oh, man.
So that's it, hey, DJ. Back to you.
So what place did you make it in? Oh, very good.
Please come. Ellsworth. Ellsworth, please come forward for a second, please. I shall do that now.
And you're the owner?
Yeah.
Oh, what's your name?
Thank you for supporting.
Boogie,
Very much, guys. Thank you, guys.
beep beep,
for
And what's your
supporting.
name?
Danny Wolf.
Oh, nice. Okay. So you made it in what? Third place or second or first?
First.
What was the horse name?
Her name is Pelican. First race, that's the Guatemalan horse. Then I went from Lupio, that's from Spanish Loco.
Very good. Very good. Yeah. That's Carlos Rodriguez. Really good. Oh, that's a beautiful horse.
Minister for making sure the excitement is here at the Kyle South Racetrack.
Hi, baby. What is that? Wow! Is that first place? And your daddy won it? Oh, that's all your father? What's this one here?
This?
Yeah.
This is not a horse.
What did he win that for?
And we have a next.
Oh, okay.
We have a next trophy.
Wow, man. Where?
Two of them there.
Wow.
Two of them there.
You gonna be a jockey too? Oh my, that's good.
He said 2, 3.
So when are you gonna go on the horse?
Monday.
Monday? So
Tomorrow when I exercise my house.
I thought it was, now it's only Rodriguez?
Yeah, but this time I just so many. Man said, all the winners, all the second places, and all the third places. That's why I said 2 more races.
What's the name of the horse, Carlos?
Lupio? Lupio? He was on Lupio, Carlos? Okay, are you the owner?
No, not this horse.
Oh, okay. What's your name?
Victor.
Oh, Victor, you're in charge of Manuel Rodriguez horse?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Venezuela. We went riding a couple of times. I guess about twice. He's Wild Bill.
Yeah.
Wild Bill.
Full get, sorry.
How difficult to finding here?
Yeah, so...
I 2 horses, but they're not mine. This is one and one is real and the other
No. To the end? And then this one here?
Pancho.
Pancho?
And this is my brother Amir.
Oh, hi, Amir. How are you? Let me see the horse. What's the horse?
Pancho.
Pancho. Hey, Pancho. Hi, beautiful. Pancho's a beautiful horse. Yeah. You're gonna go for a ride? Oh, man. Yeah. Getting you ready, eh? Good horse. Oh, well, hello. Are you Carlos?
Carlos.
Yes.
Oh, nice to meet you, Carlos. Okay. So tell us more about yourself. Carlos Rodriguez.
Well, like you know, I'm riding from since I was 10 years old. And right now I'm 44, so I think more or less like 34 years of riding. Yeah, I'm still riding, thanks to God. And I'm one of the oldest jockeys that is still riding right now. I try to do the best and everything, but it's very challenging. With age and try to keep the weight and everything. You have the family of kids, you gotta work for them. So it's not like when I was much younger, things were much easier to be out there training horses and riding horses. Now I have to be supporting my kids and family and still try to do my exercise and ride horses and try to keep the lowest weight I can. Right now I have like 125 pounds, which is very heavy. For most of the trainers right now, because they look for the younger jockeys and the jockeys that have more lighter weights and everything.
So tell us more about what you're going to be doing today.
Well, today is just like a little small race that is happening at the National Agricultural Trade Show. It's our first time event. The organization, the people that organize it are trying something. So mostly it's just like a short race, like a 1 furlong. We don't really use to those type of race and everything. But it's something new for me today. It's like a 1 furlong dash. But I am always used to ride more thoroughbreds. Like a mile, 7 furlongs, 6 furlongs. It's different. Because in there you ride and know how to pace your horse and everything. But right now, it's just as you come out of the gate, it's just whop and try make sure you reach the finishing line first.
So who was your biggest influence growing up?
My biggest influence is my dad.
Wow. And that is?
Senior.
And what is the most important and most special thing that has come out of that you can have taken on in your life as advice from him?
Well, the advice from him, just try to do good, be honest, be honest and try to do good and try to keep in shape and everything. And I'm blessed, I say I'm blessed because my father was not a jockey, but he was a horseman. And he had 4 sons that became jockeys.
Yeah.
Successful jockeys, and That's the reason I said that. He's blessed and his kids, not anyone have that choice of blessing that you could say you can have all your sons riding and also me too, because right now I have a son that if he also ride horses.
Wow.
Yeah, his name is Alan Rodriguez.
Alan.
Yeah. Like what you said, is a lot of people in the horse business and in the horse sports are trouble. But I'm riding horses since I was 5 years old.
Wow.
Since I was 5, I didn't want to be a jockey. I wanted to be a footballer or something else. But my father, push us. He sees something in me that I didn't see in myself at that time. And he give us the opportunity to learn about horses and ride. But he didn't teach us much about riding in like as a jockey, because he didn't know much about that. But he just put us there, and I just learned from the other guys, the older guys. I used to ride, and I used to watch what the older guys used to do, and I try humble myself and try stay around them and learn something from them. And whatever I learned from me and from my father, I put that together with what I learned from those guys, and that's what I become a good rider. I can't say a good rider because I'm not gonna say I'm the best, right? But I did pretty good from 1995 to like 2010. I was one of the leading riders.
Wow.
I ride a lot of derby horses, the mile race, a lot of races.
So you're saying 4 brothers are into being horse jockeys?
Yeah. But since I started to ride 1990, I ride without stop. Some like Manuel, he retired. Some next jockeys they retire, then they come back out. But since I've riding since I was 10, I don't stop till now. I'm still riding.
But you've been very close with Manuel. You two have been like twins together growing
That's
up.
what people say.
Best friends?
That's what people said that we were twin. When we were smaller, we were like both sides. My mother used to dress up same clothes and everything. But right now he's a little more bigger than me. He's much bigger than me and everything. But he's younger.
Okay.
He's younger than me.
Not by much though.
Not by much, but Manuel has challenges because he has to do a lot of workouts, a lot of diets. Me, I'm not, thank God. God bless me with this talent, so I don't have to do much to keep my weight or whatever. But the only thing I need to do is just keep in shape, because I'm much older and they have younger jockeys that are coming up. They are very good too.
Right.
So I can keep to them and challenge them. I gotta be fit
Okay.
so I can compete with them.
And you have horses?
No, I don't have any horses right now.
But you get paid to ride them.
Yes, I get paid to ride. Like today, I'm gonna ride a horse named Lupio.
Lupio?
Yeah, Lupio.
So how is it that you bond with these horses? Do you practice with them? Do you do rehearsals with them?
Not all of them. Not all of them. But the experience that I gain while riding horses and older guys, guys, Belizean jockeys that went to America and came back and advised me, it's better that when you know you're gonna ride a horse, it's good that you have to have a little tryout with the horse, so the horse you can know the horse and the horse know you. So most of the time when someone wants me to ride for them, I always tell them, give me a little tryout with the horse before race, a little sprint or something, so I can know your horse. And so on race day, we don't have no challenges that I am trying to find out the style of how your horse run or everything, because in horse you got to adapt to the horse too, because it's different style. Our horses love to run, the rein and everything, how you need to hold them. Some horses need some bigger rein, some tight, whatever, So, but that you gain learning that in experience.
Wow.
You don't know that right away or everything, because anybody can tell you what to do, but when you are up there in those horses and out there in the truck, it's just you and those animals, so that you are the one that have to make the quick decisions. Because that's sometimes that causes the race. You can make bad decisions and some good decisions, because out there you are trafficking horses, so maybe you can get in a pocket in a hole and somebody close you down. You have much horses faster than you, cause the race. So it's the way how you analyze the race, because you and the trainer and the owner can just say, we got a plan. But when you're out there, it's different.
So
You are the one that have to know what to do and maneuver the horse, so you can get a free ride. Everybody cars is different too, you know. Only the owner know the tricks of a car or whatever. It's the same thing with horses.
right,
And
right.
horses are one of the most amazing animals. To me, horses are like humans just because they can't talk. They listen to you. You know, once that chemistry and that thing that once a horse fall in love with you, it's very hard to another jockey can ride that horse because it's different, you know.
So you got to make sure the horse doesn't fall in love with you.
Well, it's better because so then the owner is in trouble or the trainer because they got to put you up more often.
Oh my
So
God.
it's much better. So, but like I'm telling you, I love to know my horse. I love to know my horse because on race day I don't want to be experimental, trying this or trying that. You know?
Right, right.
I want to be everything to be just perfect when race day comes. So that's why as trainers, I advise, you know, if you have a jockey, give him much time to train with the horse and interact with the horse and everything. Because when I was much younger, I used to ride like most older guys, and trainer used to say Carlos only can ride like front runners horses. And it's true because at that time I used to like I love to control the pace. You know, I used to control the pace, but in the past I get to ride horses that were more come off the pace. So I learned from how to have patience. Not everything is patient. How to have patience and keep calm and everything. That's what teach me. Good. That horse was half the pace horse, and that horse teach me a lot. You know, teach me a lot. One time I was riding her in Orange Rock and I was losing far at the back. And at one spell I thought that I lose the race, and there was like 3 furlongs more to go. We run like 9 furlong, right? That race was 9 furlong, and the next 2 horses that were far at the front. When Essentia just pick up speed around the 3 furlong, and I tell her, let's go girl, you just gotta put me there, and she listened to me, listened to my voice, and wow, right at the tape I just put a nose on the horse that was in front, and I ended up to win the race. No,
Furlong was her name?
Essentia de Oro.
Oh, what was her name?
The horse name Essentia de Oro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she was from Gaelic Canton. I don't know if you meet him or heard about him.
No, never.
Yeah, but I win a lot of big races, and a lot of horses teach me, you know, you got to adapt and change your style of riding. So I consider myself right now, you know, that I can ride any type of horses. But like what I'm telling you, I got to be maybe at least about 2 weeks riding that horse, so I can know him well or she well,
Okay.
you know. But I just want to try continue riding, you know, because I know my body is telling me it's not time to give up, to retire. I still have the weight and everything, but you know, sometimes you get discouraged that no one want to give you ride or whatever, but you just got to keep strong and keep mentally and physically fit and everything. And someday, someone call you, not Carlos, I want you to ride for me. Like right now in Boral Boom, I'm riding this horse named Jericho. I ride him in September for the Derby. I win, but you know, like people just say, like, talk to the owner and tell him different things, and they put up the younger guys, but the younger guys are afraid of the horse. Because the horse is like when he's a stud, I give it a little more trouble and so on. But with me, I'm more experienced and things, so I know how to deal with those kind of horses.
With studs?
Yeah, with studs. So the trainer and the owner are giving me another chance. So hopefully I can win on Monday right here.
Okay.
Monday at Boom, it's gonna be the race. Hopefully, you know.
Oh yeah.
God bless me and I can pull off the W. And you know, once you do that, people watch that and then they got more confidence in me, and then you'll get more horses to ride.
Where's this gonna be?
On Boom.
Where's that?
That's going to Belize City.
Oh, Belize
Boom.
City.
Yeah, it's Monday.
Monday.
Yeah, this Monday here. Yeah, it's supposed to maybe tomorrow, but you know, like the agriculture show, and like today we have races, so most of the trainers and the jockeys and the horse owners came here and support here. So and then Monday is a holiday, so they keep it, they put it back for Monday.
Oh, Monday, what holiday is that?
It's Labor Day.
Oh, is it already?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
well, the holiday
Uh-huh.
was supposed to be the Wednesday, but they put it for Monday.
Okay. Uh-huh. So all the cowboys are going to be here tomorrow. All the cowboys. Your brother Amir's a cowboy now,
Yeah, he's
right?
a cowboy now. Yeah, but
Full-fledged
I don't know
cowboy.
much about cows. I'm the type you gotta train your horses, keep it, and then you give me to ride. Amir is different.
Right, right.
He broke in the horses. He deal with cows and everything. That's not my thing.
Mm-hmm.
My thing is riding horses, like race horses.
And how long do you think you're going to be doing this for?
Well, I don't know to when God says He's ready for me.
And who's this lovely boy?
This is my son.
What's his name?
Christian.
Christian?
Yes.
Hi, Christian. Welcome to the show. Okay, so it was so nice. It's been a pleasure speaking with you and meeting with you. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Would you like to say something in closing?
Well, thank God for my pleasure meeting you.
Mm-hmm.
And my advice for the younger boys, just keep in shape, do the right thing. Listen to the older guys and try to learn something from the older guys,
Sure.
And I'm still learning. I'm the type of person that I never said that I know everything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always try learning and listen to advice from different people because sometimes people see what we don't see out there.
Right.
And that's what take you anyway in life and in sports and everything. Listen to the older guys and try to much do better and respect and everything. That's what take you out in life. And be humble.
Thank you so very much. It's been a pleasure.
Pleasure too.
Thank you.
Maybe step well, leave it. Step well, leave it.
So here we are, you're listening to and watching the Sovereign Light Talk Show, Season 2, with me, your hostess, Reverend Maria Arvanitidis, and our guest here, Manuel Rodriguez.
Yes, ma'am. Welcome.
So your father was telling us a lot about you and how he started out, and just simply when you were born, where you were born, like Orange Walk in 1981, October, something like that, and the ranking of his family and all this, and how you came to be. But from there, how is it that you have started your own family, and you continued on as a horse groomer, as a trainer, as a jockey? You're mostly into training race horses rather than doing what Amir is doing with, what is Amir doing?
He's a wrangler. He's a cowboy,
Okay.
He's he breaks in horses, so that's what a cowboy does, into cattling and breaking horses. That's Amir lifestyle, that's his passion, I believe, after he retired from racing. He used to be a jockey once as well too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So tell us more about how you started. Tell us more about your life.
Well, it's four of us. My dad, like I said earlier, before this interview, I told you my dad was just a cowboy, a wrangler, something like what Amr is doing now. And we always get the question, if we get the question from several people in the past, and sometimes the youths today they ask us if my dad was a jockey. We tell them no, he was just a wrangler, a cowboy, you know, uh, put it into words, just a cowboy, and become a horse trainer. And four of us became jockeys, and my Amr and Alejandro, it's Alejandro Senior. I believe you met him before. He is the older one, and then he and Amr became jockeys. Then after a couple of years of riding, then we growing up, me and Carlos, we become jockeys as well too. So and to today, me and Carlos still riding today. I believe it's about 33 years now I'm riding. I grew up. Four of us were actually three of us were born in the north side, I believe. It's myself, Sandra, and Carlos. We were born in the north side of the country. Grew up there, and then I believe when I was like 5 years old, we came to San Ignacio. Ever since we are here today, and we used to have a racetrack in San Ignacio by Hodis, Halal Badran, where I witnessed some of the racing there when I was like probably 7 years old, as far as I could remember there. And and I started riding at age 10. That is something I knew I wanted to do. I wanted to become a jockey, no doubt about it. I have a passion for riding. I love the horses. I love training, but nothing like racing, like being. That's all. That's what it meant. It's mean a lot to me. So yeah, we are a racing family. Um, um, Myself became a trainer. I think I've more follow my dad footstep as a trainer. Amr follow my dad as a cowboy. So both of his sons really take different path. Like he had two profession. You could say, right? Two profession as a horse trainer and as a cowboy. So Amr took that part as a cowboy from him, and I took the racing from him. And today me and Amr are still keeping my dad legacy goals still going on. I guess he still train horses today. Whenever he does get horses, one or two horses in his hand, he still train them. I help him with the exercise or some part, helping him with the training too, because I'm a trainer as well. So we both come together, and we exchange our knowledge about the training, and I guess you met Rising Star, right? So
Absolutely,
you met
yes.
Rising Star, right? So
I fell in love with her the first time, and that's how I got, reaching out right next door from where I go get my eggs from Joanna
Yeah.
Augustine.
Mr. Agas. Yeah.
And Mary's there too, and I kind of wonder about Castabel and Mary if there's anything going on there.
Yeah.
But that's when I said, "Oh, I have to meet this horse. Can I reach out?" And then I started talking to your father, and then he says, "Well, if you want to take her for a walk, you can speak to my son." And that's when we started taking the horses out. Yes.
I believe it was a great experience for you riding with me, on a long trail. At the same, we were doing like killing. I would say two birds with one stone. I was teaching you, introducing you to the horses. At the same time, that was part of the training, walking them for 2 hours up Christopher Road. You remember that, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you rode. I believe it was Angel. She was learning, so she was in condition to do that long trip there. But that was the best horse at the moment for you to ride and get the experience. What it's like to part of our training. We do walking and swimming, and we gallop the horses. Them on weekends we give them a little breeze, or what we call a breeze. That's like half their speed. So yeah. So when it comes to that, I help my dad with that part of the training, because he don't ride his horses anymore. So that's where I comes in, and like I said, we exchange knowledge about training. He do his part at times, and I do my part at times. One time we come together, he say he wants to do this, so I tell him, okay, let's go ahead and do it. And I knew Rising Star would be a better horse running longer distance, and she proved it to me. You know that in Holy Saturday race she was in the leg of a Triple Crown, and really came from behind with my nephew with Alan, and he did a great ride with her, and we came in second. So Electra won, I won with Electra. So we run first and second, which in that was a pretty good gift for myself and my dad, and of course Anthony, which is the owner of Electra. So yeah, so yeah, I took that part of the racing passion from my dad, you know, and I don't see myself being without a wrong horses, you know, or training a horse. You know, I might not be riding for the past next 3 years, maybe. You know, just enjoying this moment at this time, coming after retirement, and say I want to do something for my son, no, Chris. Which you didn't meet Chris, but yeah, just doing it for him. You know, as keeping me happy. He grew up seeing me riding, so I just basically doing it for him. You know, that's keep me active, going, happy. You know. So yeah, but yeah, we grew up into a racing family. I thank my dad 100% that he introduced us to racing, because I really pick up the love and the passion for the sport and the horses. No, yeah.
Tell me more about your family that you created. You know, I mean, you were 11 years old when you had your first horse, but then you obviously you got married, you grew up somewhere along the line, you created your own family. Tell me about that, you know.
Well, graduating from primary school, I went straight into well, before that, while we were going to school, me and Carlos we used to travel to Belize City to Amani and Raymond Catus, very strict man, you know, dedicated to his horses. So we were going there on Fridays after school. 'Cause we used to go to in Eden School, primary school, which is a half day school. So right after midday, we would catch the bus and go to his place. And so we used to go there and exercise his horses. So at the age of 17, I get my first job working in Roaring Creek, close in Belmopan, working with a man named Christopher Banner for $75 a week. You know, back then it was not quite a lot of money still back then, but things were much cheaper then, and I was, you know, basically a teenager there, and in getting paid for something I love. So yeah, and then I believe at the age of 20, I have before that. I mean, I met my kid's mother is Daisy Mirella, which is no longer with us anymore here. So she gave birth for my first son, Chris Rodriguez. That's I was like 20 years old when he was born, and that was back in 2003. I just, you know, thank God for my little family, and so Chris was born, and I was hoping for him to be follow my footsteps and become a jockey, right? But he loved horses at that young stage there, and eventually growing up, he get into with his uncle, which is Alejandro Junior. He's after racing, he became a coach, you know, a soccer coach, and Chris was tug along. Chris grandfather was a goalkeeper, so he started to tug along with them, and I guess he forgot about horses and that I wanted for him to be a jockey, you know. But he didn't get into horses, and so he became a soccer player, and he was good at that. And after Chris was born, and 3 years after, that's in 2006, Stephanie was born. Stephanie was my second kid, my daughter. So the funny thing is that three kids and three of them are 3 years apart, because then in 2009 Jasmine was born. She was, you know, so if you look by 2003, 2006, 2009, that's all 3 years apart. I didn't plan that way there, but I guess it happened that way. And lucky thing, I mean, it's number three is a Maya number as well that they use, you know, in their lifetime. Like number three is the 3 time they believe that human were created. The first creation by them, it's by sticks, and they sorry, by clay, and they put them in the water, get dissolved, and they get destroyed. The second creation is by stick. Put them in the fire, they get burned, and they didn't make it to be what the Mayas or the first human believe, And the third creation was by corn. The corn was the favorite meal for the Mayas. So that's basically what the human creation is, And they develop a system called a fire heart. I believe you know what a fire heart is. A tree stone where they cook. That's what the fire heart represent. Also the three time human were created. So yeah, so I look at that and I say, man, 3 kids and 3 years apart. That's that's kind of, I don't know what word to use, but that's how it happened. That's how I become having my own family, and being so blessed that I have a nice family. All of them are very respected kids. I never get when you're going to school, never get a card or a phone call that your kids is giving problem, or they're great kids. I never have headaches with them. And then now it's again from Jasmine 2009 to now, is 2 years ago, 2021, I believe. Yeah, Manuelito was born, Manuel Jr. From that 2009 to 2023, I believe I said 22. Manuelito was born, so that's 13 years. And 13 is a great number for the Mayas, so 13 levels to the heavens. I don't know if you ever heard about the 13 levels to the heavens. So it's like 7 up, 6 up, sorry, 7 to heaven, and then 6 down back. Makes 13. If you go to a Maya site, you will see 13 doorways.
Wow.
If you go to Shunanto and Chayura Kongto 13, you see 13 doorways. That signifies 13 levels to the heavens. So again, there's another Maya number in there in the representation of my kids, So I don't know what it is, but that's the way it is, So 3 years apart, 3 kids, and now from Jasmine to Manuelito again is 13 years. So that's how I become to having my kids, And then Evelyn is my second Kamanla wife, and she is the mother of Manuelito. And since a young stage, she took over, helped me raise Stephanie, Chris, and Jasmine. So that's how my family, and they really support me in my sport. She is the one that really cook all the good meals for me. Like try make sure I keep my weight down. Make sure I'm not eating a lot of fatty food. Sweet stuff like snacks, and she kind of school me sometimes and make me remember you need to make weight, race coming up. Because sometimes I want to get to eat sweet stuff like drink a Coke, Sneakers, something biscuit or something, and that's kind of will put weight on you, right? So I just try, I just try to work along with her, and I'm glad that she reminds me of things like that. So not I wouldn't able to be here today, riding horses, because that was the main reason why my weight went up. I had to retire because of my weight, right? It's kind of hard to keep your weight all year round. To do the diet, to keep it on fruits and vegetables, and a little piece of meat to have a little protein,
What are the what are the restrictions for horse jockey? Like, is there a certain weight that you have?
Well, the minimum weight they start you with is like the horse will carry 100 pounds. 100 pounds, and the max weight they could give is 127. So if you could keep on winning and winning with 127, they wouldn't be able to give you more weight because the max is 127. So they start you at 100 pounds, and for each length of horse length you win, they give you 2 pounds. So the weight goes up until you meet up to 127. Sometimes in a class, you start from a low class, and then it's like going to school. You start from a low grade, then grade 1, grade 2, until grade 8, then you go to college. Same thing with horses. And if you win 2 races by a good performance, then they could take you out of that class and put you in a higher class in a better competition. If you're not winning by far, then what they do is just add on weight to you. So, you know, like I said, for each length they give you 2 pounds. So sometimes it's best you win by just a nostrils, a nose, a head, so your weight don't go up. But in my case here, I'm already 122, 123 at times. So I'm already overweight comparing to make the 100 pound. So if with my saddle and so on, I would ride a 124. If I win, automatically they give me whatever pounds I need to carry on the next weight. So if you have a horse that's carrying 100 pound, you would want to get a jockey that could make the 100 pound exact. Some trainer don't want to carry a pound over. You know, that's in the US a lot. Here they do it as well too. You know, so you need to keep your weight down. So if you could keep at 110, 115, anything below 120 is still fine to ride. It's still overweight, right? But this is Belize. The jockeys here are not very small. So so that's the weight rate from 100 to 127 pounds. So we have to exercise and keep on a diet to try to make the weight. So sometimes we are lucky enough to ride horses that is already carried 127, so we could make the exact weight with that horse there. So that's a good thing, a good privilege to ride horses like that. Yeah.
How many races have you entered?
Well, we here in Cayo, most places, Cayo and Orange Rock, we normally would have a 8 race card. That's starting from the 2 furlong up to a mile or a 7 furlong. So we have like 8 races. I don't ride all 8 races. Sometimes I have 5 or 4 races I'm riding. Like for Holy Saturday, I rode 4 races and I won 3 and came in second in 1, that was a good record, you know. And then we went to Easter Monday. I had 4 races as well. I came in 2 second, first, and a last. So still not too bad. So most of the places, Orange Rock, Barrel Boom, Cayo, we normally would have a 8 race card. It all depends on the time you're having the races, because Holy Saturday is a big race for us. New Year's as well. Easter Monday is a big race for Barrel Boom. So you get more races, more horses. So on a regular small day, you might just have 6 races, 6 race card for the day, that's still good enough, you know. Something like I say, we don't all ride 6 races or 8 races or all the race card. You might ride 3 or 4 races, that's still fine.
Good morning, Manuel. How are you?
I'm good.
So what do you got here?
Sorry?
What do you have here?
Right here?
Yeah, is it grass?
Yeah, Mombasa.
It's the grass?
Yes.
Is that is this breakfast for the horses?
Yeah. Try to give them some green grass in between.
You know, I got bike race today. Right from there, a lot of bike out there. I just go. I know me a konong no. Old front na ba ron no?
Oh. Kamalos Boulevard man. Yeah. Mira, ano location. Kami outside ano pa ita ka boss. Yeah, house. Brushing the horses, so you could get a little idea of what is it, you know.
So you're the only one really left in the horse handling Jockey?
Out of my family is just me and my brother Amr.
Amr.
Yeah, but he's more into the cowboy.
Oh, cattling.
Yeah, cattling, and I'm more into racing. I like the competition.
Right.
That's why I came back to ride. You know, I was a jockey before, a trainer, then I retired because of my weight.
Okay.
You know, so riding is my passion. Though I love that. Although I see found success in training. I miss riding, so I came back to ride, and I'm good at it, and I'm doing good at it right now. So yeah. So I came back to ride. That's my passion. That's my love. I like to be in the saddle.
Yes.
Yeah. So so I do both. I do a jockey, a trainer, a farrier. You know, or what you call a blacksmith. For locals that don't know that is putting shoes on a horse. Yeah. So I do all of that. I could break in a horse as well to do cattle work. You know. So I'm a all-around horseman.
So during the crown, the Triple Crown,
Yeah.
Electra won first place. Were you riding her?
Yeah, I did ride her. Also the trainer. I'm trainer for her. As a rider. Not everywhere in the world. I guess only in Belize. Belize you could be the trainer and you could be the jockey as well too. So that's an A+ for me. So you know. In the US or UK, German, everywhere, the trainer don't ride the horses, so I get the privilege to do that. So.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, she did win the last leg with Triple Crown. The first leg she came in second, had a bad trip. She didn't break as good as I wanted out of the gate. So, well, that's horse racing, not the best horse to win the race. You have to have a racing trip, a good racing trip. I have luck, so I didn't have the luck with me that day. So.
But you were racing her. You were the one that awesome.
I both the first and last leg I rode her. The second leg she didn't run. She was a little bit injured, so we tried this. Well, she could have still run, but we didn't want to force her, so we decided to left her for that long leg, which we knew she will do good on that day. So. She became victorious. She ran just the way I expected her to run and the way I wanted to win. Everything worked out just in plan.
Wow,
I wanted to win by far, and it did happen.
By God's good grace.
I guess I almost broke Secretariat record. Secretariat is a horse I won the 1973 Kentucky Derby with Triple Crown. In 1973, won by 31 lengths. I think I broke his 31 lengths. And I'm just
wow.
kidding. I could have won a lot farther than what I did in this race. I was winning that far, so I just think about the horse, safety, I don't need to push her anymore if I'm winning by far already. So.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, that's right, That's good enough of it. Front. Because of it, she's probably under a tree here, so those ones to the back behind you with
in the sun.
Yeah, under the sun directly, so they sweat a lot more.
So what do you got there, a comb?
A comb, yeah.
Okay.
You need to look pretty.
Do you ever braid her hair or cut her hair?
Not her. I had, I guess you meet him before. Remember the next talent I was over there, Sensational Kid?
Yeah.
We braid him twice on a race day.
And you know how to do that? You also do a hairdressing?
I can do it, yeah.
And you cut their hair?
No, well, just this part here where this is what they call a head style, so we just trim here. So, it doesn't get tangled with the head style.
Oh,
that's the only part, and back here where the style goes, we trim.
Okay.
And some trainers here, owners will pluck out the hair. They want it kind of short, like in the US. Most of the racehorses, the mane are very short.
Okay.
Probably about 4 inches long. But here we don't do that, you know. Some might do it, but we just keep it how we want to do it, you know.
Yes.
But in the US, I believe it's a rule
Oh,
that they
okay.
have to really keep it short.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so, you know, in the US, there's so many rules to everything. So yeah, he's ready to eat now.
Electra. Happy, happy horse. Beautiful girl. Yeah. So how many horses you've got here?
We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 horses, 7 with Stephanie.
And what is this one here?
This one here?
Yeah.
She's a young one. She's gonna be 1 next month. So
Really,
she's
eh?
11 months. She's tall for her age. 11 months.
Where's she from?
She comes from the Belize City in the rural area of Baralboom. Not Baralboom, it's a little bit farther. A village it's called Isabella Bank. She came from back there from Belize city side.
Okay.
Yeah. She's tall, but a lot of people think she's, you know, over a year, but she's young.
Oh, it looks like she hasn't been broken into yet.
Oh, no, she's a baby yet. She'll be broken into next year.
Oh, yeah?
Next year, April.
Oh, yeah? So who does she belong to?
For one of my friends, I would say a friend and a client as well, to Anthony Bedran.
Oh, okay.
He owns this one on Electra.
Oh. So does he ride them? Or is he like...
No, he just owns them and,
Oh, okay.
you know, feed them, buy whatever they need, and I do the rest, training, taking care of them.
And this is Electra,
Yeah, that's Electra.
Supergirl. Wow. Yeah.
So this is our daily life with horses every morning, you know. Feed them, give them water, groom them. So this is every day thing, twice a day. They already have their breakfast already, though. They're just waiting for the grass.
Go for on trips, right?
Yeah.
No, watch out.
Sit down. It's up the hoof.
When you have that horse, that mystery horse.
Mystery horse.
Yeah. Oh, the gift. The gift.
Stephanie's gift, baby.
Yes.
Where I'm gonna keep it?
Yes.
Right here in that same stall that where Mystery is.
Ah, okay, okay.
It's gonna be there for at least 2 months before the baby comes out. Don't want it to catch its stroke like the other one. This one needs to live.
And then where's it going, to Amir's ranch, or where?
None of my horses goes there. My horse is born and go up here on the race here and retire here.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. But are you gonna give it the option to what it wants to do, if it prefers to race or what it wants to do?
I bred to race. I don't bred for nothing else. I'm not into cowboy stuff, bar racing, cattle roping, nothing like that.
All right, okay.
I breed to just simply race.
So it's gonna be, the gift is gonna be also a racehorse?
Racehorse. All my horses is barn. I have here in my handle here. That's for racing. Nothing else but racing. Yeah. So most horses will go to Amur for teaching them to neck rein. You know, one hand, left, right. barrel racing, roping, and so those horses go to RmA. But once they come to me at my stable, then it's for race. One or two of them, like you remember Angel, she came in here just to break in, so she could be a nice horse to ride for, I guess, for some kids. So she went off already. But these horses here, like this one here, she's what's her name again? My Reason. My Reason is her name, and she's for race.
Oh, for racing. Okay.
So like this one here, her name is Found My Trail.
Nitrile.
No, Found My Trail.
I didn't get that name.
Found My Trail.
Found Nitrile.
No. Found My Trail.
Found
My Trail.
my trail.
Yeah.
Found my trail.
Yeah.
Ah.
Not like trail, like a road or trail, like trail. Found My Trail.
Okay.
That's her name.
Okay.
So here we have My Reason. The big one over there is So Regal.
Soar Eagle.
No, Regal.
Regal.
Yeah. I know it's some tough name for you.
Right, it is, right. Stephanie. This is Stephanie. Yeah. A nice girl. It's gonna be a mommy soon. Yeah. Soon coming, the baby. Yeah. Does it ever get hot around here?
Oh yeah. And the heat doesn't bother me because I jog.
Oh yeah?
I jog with a plastic bag on or long sleeve on at 11:30, 3:30 in the afternoon, so the sun doesn't bother me.
You do that every day?
Every day to keep my weight down.
Wow.
And at the same time to keep in shape because a jockey needs to be 50-50.
Okay.
A jockey needs to be in condition as well as the horse. The horse can be in condition and then the jockey is not in condition because he will get tired.
Yes.
So I get tired on a horse, you know. So that's
Yeah.
me. Some jockeys don't need to exercise or they don't care. That's not me. I love getting into condition, you know, stay fit.
So how's the progress of Stephanie there?
I believe she will have about 3 more weeks before she fall. She bred the ending of May of last year, so I expect her around the 14th, 15th of next month.
Really?
So
Okay.
I think she has another 3 more weeks. She gave birth last year, but unfortunately she hit stroke, so it didn't make it.
Oh,
So this one here, I will make sure I take care of this one here. This will actually stay in the stall for like at least 2 months before she even, you know, go out to the foal.
okay.
So she is bred to a nice horse that I'm winning on right now. A horse named True Blue. So yeah, and I'm really expecting a big colt on a gifted horse, and hopefully she could. Well, I don't know if it's she or the pony. Hopefully, could run as good as his dad or his mother. So yeah, I'm anxious because then I don't know what color it will be. You know, first time I'm doing a breed like white horse with a chestnut horse, because this is what we call a chestnut. So I'm so excited to see what color it would be. You know.
Okay.
So that's the most important about this excitement about me, you know.
Wow.
Whatever it is, male or female, you know, it doesn't matter to me. Either way, it will still race, you know. It doesn't bother me, or I don't care if it's a filly or a stud.
And does it belong to anyone?
This
the
foal
baby,
here?
the baby that's gonna
Yeah,
be.
I give it to my dad as a gift, you know. And I already have a name for the pony. Whenever he born, you know, the name will be my gift. So that will be the name of the baby.
Nice.
Yeah, that's why the foal is gonna be for my dad.
Oh, very good. Very
It's
good.
a gift from me, you know. Something he was the one that really picked and allowed the guy that owned the horse. My dad was the one that got the horse for him so he could buy it, and get into racing. And my dad was a trainer for him too until I took over, and then we won races, and now I'm just a jockey for him now. So yeah, my dad really loved that horse, and so why not? Why don't give him back something from that horse,
Absolutely. And I hope I could be here to witness it. However, by God's good grace, that it unfolds organically into this beautiful miracle that she has holding in her belly.
Yeah, and then her mother is in full as well too. So we already have one dong.
Wow.
She's the second one, and her mother will fall in June.
Oh, wow.
So expecting three babies.
Okay. Mystery girl. It's a mystery girl somewhere here with her baby.
Al is busy.
So some of your glorious moments is being a grandfather. Obviously, you're a grandfather now. You were talking about the 2023, the last birth. Was that your granddaughter?
No,
Are you a grandfather?
no,
Oh,
just a dad.
okay.
Just a dad.
Oh, wow. So those are your children.
Yeah. Manuelito Jr. is my son. He's my last son.
Oh.
So I was so gifted, and unfortunately, have two sons and two daughters. Chris is my first son, which is not here anymore. He passed away 2 years ago. And then I end up with those two, Jasmine and Chris. I'm Jasmine and Stephanie, sorry. Then, right prior to Chris' death, Manuelito was born. So that's why I say God give me a gift, back, and then He gave me two sons and two daughters. So yeah, I'm happy for that. That God never forget His kids. Yeah.
So you got married a second time?
Well, it's not a marriage thing. We it's what we call common law.
Okay.
We just live together. So Daisy Morales was my first. I always say my wife. We have 3 kids together. We live together for I think both 15 and plus years. Well, things went well after 15 plus years. She went her way, I went my way, and then I met Evelyn. And Daisy was still present at the time when I met Evelyn. Then ever since then we're still together. We have about 9 years now. We are together, but we met. We have like 7 years living together, and we have a son together, which is Manuel Jr. He's 2 years now. So yeah, and my glorious day would be enjoying life with my first wife. It's Daisy, seeing Chris, Jasmine, and Stephanie growing up together. Having fun, moving from place to place to provide for them. I took them down south where my job was. Like I went to train horses in the southern part of the country. Right, like 2 months after Chris was born, that's in 2003. I was still an active jockey then, and I got a job to train horses down there. And I went down, trained the horses. I get the privilege to ride them too because, like I said, I was an active jockey back then. Um, then I took Chris there and Daisy. It was just both of us at the time, you know. Chris was just 2 months old, and we went there to live there for like 3 years, and then we came back home. Well, there where she got pregnant for my second kid with Stephanie. A little bit after that, we came back to San Ignacio, get a job with Santiago Huang. I don't know if you know him or ever met him before. Horse guy as well, a trainer. So we went into tourism, starting to do horseback riding. Then eventually I get my license to become a tour guide. So at the time when I was working with him, I didn't have a license, but we used to carry the horses them to the Maya site. So then we hire a guide here to guide them. So it was a great job too. I had fun doing that, you know, meeting different people every day from all part of the world. You know, a job again that's I love. You know, you're with people. You know, meet people every day. You're with horses. You're doing something different from you grew up doing. You know, getting knowledge about Mayas and the history of Belize, and you know, it was just a gift for me, you know, working with tourists as well, you know. And yeah, well, we came back home, and then we went to do night school. I believe it was in 2007 to 2009. Me and Daisy went to do a night course. 2009, Jasmine was born, and we used to do, you know, classes in the evening. I come home at 9, 10. We reaching home. So yeah, that was my. I really enjoyed those time there. I wish I could do it again. You know, wish I could turn time back and enjoy all those moments there. Wish back then we had Facebook and we could take pictures and post them up and look back at see how your kids growing up. But we didn't have Facebook and technology back then. You know, so I don't have only in my mind, in my heart. I remember have those memories there. You know, wish, like I said, wish could have Facebook back then. Like today with Manuelito, we have a lot of. That's why I post up a lot of pictures to have a memory, see him growing up from a baby to now. You know, that's the beauty about technology today. That you could post up the pictures, videos, and enjoy. Just go back and watch them and enjoy those moments there. And man, that was my glorious day there. You know, again like back then and today. Riding is my love, my passion. Back then, Daisy supported me doing that. Today, Evelyn support me, cook my meals. Like I said earlier, cook my meals so I could make the weight. And she wants to see me happy doing that. That she knows that that's something I want to do, something that I love doing. So she support me 100% doing that. So I'm still enjoying riding as much as I did it back then when I was younger. Same scenario. Back then, I still used to have to train hard and do that as well because I always been a tall or big person. So 5'6", you know, my height. So it's kind of difficult to keep your weight down. Not like Carlos. No, Carlos is a natural small guy, and I believe he's still lighter than me. Regardless, if I'm going to a lot of struggle with weight and so on. But the difference between me and him, he doesn't love the sport the way I do, you know. So again, he has the weight and the height, but he doesn't love the sport like me. I wish I was small and I would enjoy my racing career even more. Didn't have to go through this struggle and you know, sacrifice and retire for quite some years. You know, I think I retired about 3 times and come back. That shows that I really love the sport, and the sacrifice is a sacrifice, but I don't care about that. I'm willing to take the challenge, and I am that type of guy that I love the challenges. I love the challenges because in life, anything you want to do in life, you need to really go hard and 100% I work hard for it. So that's nothing for me. Yeah.
So that's part of working through your grief is the horses have helped you, the bonding with your horses and taking care of them and racing them. Has that helped you to work through grief at all?
Oh yeah, I mean, losing my son was, man, it's so hard because it's not something you expect. He wasn't a problematic person. He get into soccer, like I said earlier, and he was from, even when he was studying at St. Ignatius High School, he was from school to home, and from home he will just tell me that I'm going to go train. He will go to either complex or to Brasta. He was very dedicated as much as I am in racing. He took his sports very serious. He didn't miss training. At times he will go by himself to just control the ball, get the feel about the feel of the ball. So he really show a lot of passion in his sport. He was dedicated as well, and I admire him for that. Um, so losing him was very hard. Was unexpected. Because like I said, he wasn't a problematic person. He was just into his sport. He was, caring, loving. He was all fun. Every time you see Chris, he was just laughing, making jokes. So like similar like me, you never see me sad.
How long ago was this that he passed away?
2 years now. 2 years. He was May 4th, 2022. So he's going for 2 years now. Next month is going to be, well, actually 2 weeks from now, I believe it's going to be 2 years that he passed away. He get murdered. It was hard for all of us, especially me. That I had plans, to see him have kids on his own, and just be happy. And I was hoping to see him. He had the talent to join the Belize team, got to represent Belize, because I get a lot of review from people. I never did went to see watch one of his game, but I get a lot of review back from my friends, strangers, and say, they have this kid here, Chris, that they know him, that he's a good player. And I tell him, well, yeah, that's my son. I say, man, well, that kid here could really play. He have speed. He really could control the ball. He's talented. And because of horses, again, I'm so busy. As you could tell, this morning we had an appointment and I was late, But I'm just so busy with so much work with the horses, them. And, I didn't want to see him play, but just to hear people tell you about, how good he was, he have a future ahead of him. So that makes me very sad to know that they cut his life short, and he was so talented, had a big future in front of him.
He was murdered?
He was murdered, yeah. He was murdered in Brasta Stadium, the football stadium. So yeah, I mean, it was a big loss for me. So I came back as to Rabbit to do something positive in his honor, in his name, um, instead of be grieving about it. I just say, that's the way he used to be happy for me, seeing me riding. So I just believe that he's beside me, and regardless of what, he's beside me, and he's enjoying watching me doing it all over again. So yeah, basically he's the reason why I came back to ride, and like I said, the trainer comes in. Thank God that I'm a trainer. I could figure out that equipment for her, and again, as a trainer, that's what the couple of things you need to see on racers, or on a racers on a race day, which equipment will suit the horse.
Right.
Yeah, so there's a lot that a trainer do for hers to get on race day, to win races.
And why is it that you put those socks on their legs? What is that for?
The bandages, because to keep the tendons together. The horse's tendons are very fragile. Just you can't put it too tight. You can't, because you're gonna really damage them. You put it too tight, you're gonna be squeezing the tendons too much. So it's more like a protection for the tendons. Some horses brush themselves, meaning they cut them own self. So basically for that, it's just protection. They put the bandages on.
So what kind?
So no, we just end here in Cayo. I rode my first triple crown. First ever triple crown here in Cayo. I get the privilege to ride here, as you met her, Electra.
Yes.
I was more thrilled with the triple crown in Baralboom, because it's been about probably 8 times, if I'm not mistaken, they hosting that, and was my first time. riding in their Triple Crown, and I came so close to win. I came in second, so that's a big privilege for me, and Princess E have the talent to really pull off the this leg here and last leg. She have the privilege to win both legs. So she's so talented, and I'm coming 100% to ride her a different way and put her in a position that she can win the race. Last race I got shut off a little bit down the back stretch. I get shut off, so that kind of make me drop about 3-4 lengths behind. I had to chase back, so this time here I want to give her every opportunity to be in the clear, don't get stopped this time, and hopefully we could get the job done.
You make it look so easy, but in the preparation, the process is it's a lot of hard work and a lot of dedication. And I noticed that you have to take them out for long walks. You have to take them by the racetrack. They have to notice. And the first time that I went out with you, of course, a week later, it wasn't even a week, I think, during the weekday, and it was just the weekend that they had the races. And then I already was riding, who was it? The first time it was Rising Star.
Yeah.
And you took me to the racetrack over there, and she was with Electra, and we were going in the other direction, and I was on an English saddle. I've never been on an English saddle before. Okay. And she just kind of took off. I thought I was going to fall off the horse. It was like every time we'd go near the finish line, even if it was in the opposite direction, she remembered. And when she was close to with Electra side by side, then she just went crazy, right? Like she wanted to race. So they have really good memory, and of course you have to take them, and it's not you make it look really easy when the day comes for the races, but can you explain what the process is to get them for that day prepared?
Well, it's a everyday work, as you saw earlier. The early mornings. I'm a early morning guy. I like to train early in the morning. Makes me wake up with excitement. Especially when you have a good horse in your stable. You can't wait for morning to come to jump out of your bed to go to the stable and prepare your horses. Main thing, first thing you need to know about the horses, if they're okay. You can't take them out if they're not okay. So the first thing you need to check is if they finished their dinner from the night before. Once you know your horse, she's a good eater and she doesn't come off her feed. And then one morning you get up and she leave feed. You know that something is wrong. Maybe she has a fever. She's not feeling good. So then you check for temperature. We don't use the thermometer to check the temperature, but we just by feeling by the neck or by the ears, you could tell if they're okay. You could look them in the eyes and tell if they're down. The eyes will look a little droopy. If they're sick. You check their tendons. First thing, if you're gonna have a tendon problem, you're gonna feel a little bit of I would say warmness before it gets hot. So all of that you need to check, and you have to rub your hand on the tendons and see if there's any heat in there again or any little bump. Something you need to check before you really go, because why she didn't eat her feed. That's the first thing you need to check. You can't just come to the stable and just saddle up the horse and go out without check the feed. If she finished her feed and if she's okay, then you can well, for me, I do that, and then I would get a sponge and I would wash their mouth out, and clean the nose with a sponge, make sure no dirt, no sawdust there around the nostrils. You remember horses are athletes. How you treat an athlete, they get take care very good. They eat the best, they get rested good. Same thing with horses. They're an athlete. You want them to rest good. You want them to feel good, eating good. So you treat them like an athlete, they also get massages and so on. You rub them down. If you're going to do a hard work, you massage them, you give them an alcohol bath, So just get their muscle and relax. So for me, our morning routine will be early in the morning, especially if you notice that I have about 3 horses training. So I need to move very early to get everybody trained in the morning. And so that's my regular routine. Get up in the morning, check all horses if they eat. The one that's going out, check for them if their tendons okay. Once they're okay, you go train. You do your, if you're going to the track, you do your amount of laps, what you will do. There are days you're gonna swim. There are days you're gonna do some walking. So yeah, that's basically my routine every morning. Just get the sponge and you wash in between the legs too, because sometimes there's a lot of like sorrows in between the legs and they could get chafed. So you really have to think and do things the right way, and that's the right way, taking care of your horse. Once you take care of them, they will do the rest for you. They will win for you. That's all. They just need that you take care for them, give them the love, the attention, and they're gonna put out 100% for you. And my part as a trainer, like I said, you really have to be on your toes. You have to be on your toes to check for every details with horses. You have to, like I said, you have to see if they finish their feed, if they're feeling good, how they're stepping. A lot of these small details. You don't overlook any little small details. You have to take every small details into consideration and take it serious. You know, if they're drinking enough water, in the night before you go sleep, you have to check them if they finish the bucket of water. Then if you have to fill it back, you fill it back. Things like that. You have to really keep on your toes and be like a watchman as well in the night. You can't just go to bed early and don't check them at least the latest at 10 o'clock and give them a check, see if they're resting. uh, Sometimes horses get sick in the night, what we call a colic. You have to check for all of that. So for me, to prevent colic, what I do is I would give my horse grass before I even feed them. I give them grass at least 20 minutes to half an hour so they could pinch on the grass. Because if you give them feed right away, sometimes it drop very heavy in their stomach, and that's where they catch a pain, where we call a colic for horses. So horses can't vomit, so they can't take out whatever they need to take out of the stomach. So when they catch colic, it's long hours of walking them, give them oil. It really takes a lot of time, and they could even die of colic.
Yeah,
So
like Goldilocks. Remember
yeah,
Goldilocks?
yeah.
Oh my gosh, she died of colic. They said she went into the water and she was experiencing pain, and
Yeah.
they
That's
couldn't.
more what happened to her is well, you could call it a colic, but it's more like a cramp she catch because she
Oh,
didn't catch it from feed, or sometimes the grass is hot and they could catch colic, but she mostly what she catch is a cramp from
okay.
swimming, which in that still could kill them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so she was a nice little filly.
She
I
was.
won about 2 races on her. I came in 2 seconds with her.
Battery here. So, in closing, what would you like to say to wrap all of this up? Is there anything you would like to, share with us in closing?
You know, I think I could advise everyone out there, just do what you love. Do what you love. If you love any sport, just go ahead and do it and go 100%. Hard work and dedication you need to do, and that will get you to where you want to be. Um, because I mean, sports in everywhere in the world, it's fun. It's a nice living as well too. Here in Belize, well, it's more a passion, but at the same time, it gives you a little finance, because you make a little money rather than doing anything. So my main thing is just do what you love. If you love soccer, basketball, go ahead and do it. And like I said, go 100%. And just be humble. The main thing is being humble. That's the main key to success. Be humble, and just don't let anyone distract you from your goals. Um, just go ahead and do it. And it's not an easy road, especially like for me losing my common law, losing my son. Yes, it hurts, and and God has a purpose. Like I said, not everything is easy. Yeah, not everything is easy. Like serving God is not easy either. Sometimes we are with God, sometimes we're far away from God. God never did say it's gonna be easy, and nothing in life is very easy. Like for me, I had a terrible, part in my life, losing my family and thing. But you just have to keep going, keep moving, think positive, do positive things. Not because they lose his son is like Job losing his family. He didn't give his back to God. God bless him eventually with more sons, more cattle. So God is blessing me with right now with my goal, with my passion. Thank God I'm back riding and keeping me healthy and winning races and just have to keep positive. I'm not the type of guy that nothing or nobody could keep me down. I always get up on my feet and move forward, right? And that's the heart of a champion. And once you think like that, nothing obstacle will come your way. The devil is roaring like a lion, trying to bring people down, carry swords and so on, but it won't work with me. The only one that I could do that is God. God give me my life, and He's the only one that could take my life. When God is ready for me, He will call upon me. And so far, I'm enjoying my life here, and give God thanks for everything He have done for me, giving my family, keeping me healthy, and I could always say, man, I never have a bad time, going to the hospital. I always keep healthy. Thank God for that, and that's the way it is. You just have to think positive. And again, if you love a sport, go ahead and do it. I
Is
leave
it?
you with that.
Yes. Is there like a lot of money that you can make from horse racing?
Yes, yes. For example, when I went in Corozal after I left South and come home and get a job in Corozal in the north side, I mean, $400 I was getting a week, for doing something I love. And that was a good salary, for maintaining a family and thing, So again, riding horses for race day, I mean, it's like it's a nice day job. I mean, you make up to $300-400 a day riding a race, for the day. So apart from your job, then some people really have their real jobs, like what I did in South and the North. My job was training horses. So I mean, it is a nice job too. You could consider it a job, if you have a job doing that.
And now over there at the Augustine racetrack, that
Yes, yes. We don't have a like a room or a ticket booth that people like in the USA could purchase a ticket and you win. No, if you want to bet, no, you could like, probably for example, I could go to you and you want to bet you want to bet 100 or you want to bet something, and you would say, okay, yeah, you accept the bet, and then you would pick a certain horse. For example, they had 5 horses running totally with Electra. I could have said, well, I want to bet on Electra. You could said you want to bet on Rising Star. So we come together and we say we want to bet $100. So you pick Rising Star, I pick Electra. Electra would win, and then you pay me. That's the way the betting goes.
more of a private than
Yeah.
a licensing kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah. It just what we say, we take your word for it. That's how the gambling works.
But how does the money get collected to pay you for racing like the 3-4?
Well, there's a entrance fee. There's a purse, what we call a purse money for each race. For example,
Okay.
the True Blue class, the A class, and the biggest race is like $1,000 purse, and that get divided by first, second, and third. 500, 300, and 200. So it's a 10%. You pay a 10%, you collect 10%. So that's how they pay the horses, and then out of that, the owner would pay the jockey something that he rode the horses for.
Wow,
Yeah.
what a blessing. And I hope that we have many more wins coming in the future, and that God blesses us all, and we're happy, and we're healthy, and we're abundant with love and family and friends and community to help and support and promote us with all that it is that we have a passion and a love for. And this happens to be racing and horses.
Yeah.
Thank you so very much.
Welcome, and thank you for the interview. And horses are love, man. Horses are love.
One love.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, bye-bye. You have been watching and listening to the Sovereign Light Talk Show, a place where we come together to promote and support our authentic, energetic signature of empowerment from within. A place where we can freely express the sharing of our own life with others through inspirational enlightenment and on our way to blissful dimensional stimulating conversation to help unlock emotional suppression while transitioning through many a dark night of the soul and into awakening the transformation to emerge and see again with wisdom to realign, embrace what we prefer and engage with an open heart bandwidth frequency. Until next time, you have been watching the Sovereign Light Talk Show, hosted by Reverend Maria Arvanatides.